Hello my gorgeous ones, welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, beauty favorites, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I'm excited about today's video. I had been pondering it for a little bit and I thought it would be fun to share my makeup favorites right now that I feel like I'm in a love affair with. So these are products that I keep reaching for. They make me excited. I rave about them maybe when I'm speaking to other beauty loving friends. These are just makeup items that I'm like, we're in a situationship, I guess you should say. So I have products really from pretty much every category, I believe. Also, everything that I'm wearing today on my face makeup wise is included in these, but not every single thing that I'm going to show you I'm wearing because I have multiples of some categories. So if you want to see all of the makeup items that I am just loving so much right now, keep on watching. All right, you guys, I thought about including my skincare, body care, and fragrance in this video, but I have a lot of makeup items here that I need to get through. So I thought if you guys are interested, if you want a video on just all of the things I'm loving skincare wise, body oils, lotions, fragrances, you guys let me know. So let me go ahead and start with a primer. Now, some of these are things I have fallen back in love with. Not everything is new. So this is the Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. I was using this like crazy around a year and a half ago. And honestly, I had not used this in so long. I really got into kind of a routine of using products that were almost empty or less than halfway full and just using them every day to actually use up products, which I think is a good thing. But then you kind of neglect other things in your collection as well that you may love. And I was neglecting this, went back to using it recently, and I love it so much. I'm back in my love affair with it. This is a kombucha glow moisturizer. It has skincare elements to it. And I am wearing it today. It's actually like almost tinted in a way. I wouldn't say that it like has coverage necessarily, but it does kind of even out skin tone, and then it has this beautiful glow to it. If I was someone who liked extremely light makeup and didn't really like to wear any makeup but wanted to kind of glow, you could get away with this on its own, but I like makeup, so I would definitely put quite a few layers on top of this, but it's so good, you guys. I highly recommend this. When they have sales, this is not that expensive compared to their other things. I want to say this is around $40, something like that, and you can also get it on sale. Next up, this is something pretty new to me, but it's kind of in a category that I always love. So this is the Beauty Project Face Glaze Bronzer Gel Cream. And I'm actually going to show two things at once because these aren't identical, but they kind of have the same sort of feel. So this is the Pacifica Sunny Glow Bronzing Drops with Vitamin C and Kakadu Plum. So this one is infused with squalene, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and what I like about these is they're kind of like the Drunk Elephant drops, especially this one. This one is actually more like the Lumi Glotion, I would say, from L'Oreal. So I like to apply this on my bare skin just to kind of even skin tone, give myself a little bit of a fake tan. And then this one I actually mix in with something that I'm definitely a love affair with is the CLA or Ciele Tint and Protect SPF 50 Tinted Serum. I am so in love with this, and I feel like I not stock the brand, but I tell them so much that this is such a good product, and they're kind of, I'm sure at this point, I've tagged them so many times because on Instagram, a lot of times I'll put a flat lay of my makeup in the carousel of the makeup looks, and this is always, ever since I received it, it is always on that flat lay. So I've tagged them a million times. They're probably like, we get it, girl. Like, you like our SPF tinted serum. It's so good. And I mixed in just like 2 drops of this with this, and I apply it with my fingers. All of these I apply with my fingers. And this is just beautiful on the skin. You can build this up actually to some decent coverage, not like medium to full coverage, but like a really nice natural looking coverage that kind of has a glow to it. It's so beautiful. I am kind of scraping the bottom of this bottle and I will be purchasing it. Absolutely. Now, a foundation that I have rekindled a romance with is the Zoeva foundation. You guys, okay. So this is actually, it's kind of deceiving. It's really down to about right here. And I have two other shades. So I've been wearing this, I'm trying to think of I've had this a couple of years, I would say. So it's probably expired, but sometimes I'm using this shade. Sometimes it's the deeper shades that I have. And I think I even have one that's a little bit lighter than this. By the way, it's the Natural Luminous Foundation. This shade is 140N Energetic. I think this is pretty accurate to my skin tone. No one talks about Zoeva, and it's a really, really good brand. It is a German-based brand, and this is beautiful on the skin. So I do have it on today as another layer on top of those others that I showed you. And even though that may sound like a lot, I mean, this is like natural looking to me, natural and glowy. This is so, so, so good. I'd say when you first put it on, it's medium coverage, and then a second layer builds to almost full coverage, but without feeling cakey. It's still very light. It is luminous, but not dewy, not greasy. It's so beautiful, and I just fell back in love with this recently, so had to include that one. Another one that I kind of fell back in love with is the Milk Makeup Concealer. Mine is in the shade 14N. I seem to be like a 140 or 14N a lot. I go for neutrals because I think my skin's pretty neutral. I think I can actually go either way too. I think I can go warm, I can go cool, I can go neutral. But this one, I love the packaging. Even though it's chunky, I just think it looks really, really nice. But this is great coverage. I have it under the eyes today. It doesn't get cakey. It doesn't crease really on me. It doesn't feel thick, but it still conceals really well. It's a really, really good concealer. Okay, I didn't include a bronzer or a cream bronzer, not because I don't like any. There's not like one that I'm like, this is it. Like really, I have several I really like, and it'd be too much to share. So I'm going to skip over to some cream. Oh, you know what? Here's two things that I do want to, or here's something I wanted to share real quick. This kind of skincare like, but you could set your makeup with it too. It is the D'Alba Vital Spray Serum. So this is the white truffle skin calming one. They also have a yellow one. I prefer the yellow one over this one, but I still love this one too. This is, I think, my third bottle of, I think I've gone through two of the yellow, almost done with this one, and I'm definitely going to be purchasing the yellow again. It is just the lightest, softest, most evenly sprayed mist for one. I'm just going to do it. Oh, it's so light. It's so light and like perfectly distributes. It really calms my skin every single morning when I wake up before I do anything. I spray it all over my face, and I have to do eye drops and like a lip balm or like a lip treatment every single morning. And this is really my favorite. It's so good. It reminded me I've got to get another bottle. So wanted to throw that in there. But now we're going to go to the cream blushes. Okay, so for blushes in general, I've been in, whether it's cream or powder, I have been really gravitating towards either a kind of terracotta, toasty, or nude-like blush, or a pink, like a bright pink or a baby doll pink. Those have been the two. But I feel I do love an orange blush. Oh my goodness. But it hasn't been winter, so that would maybe be more so. I mean, it hasn't been winter. It hasn't been summer. So I gravitate towards those maybe in the summer, but here lately, these are just the two types because I feel like if I'm going warm toned or if I'm going with something like over the top, but it's not cool toned, I would go for something toasty that can go with everything. And then the pink just always goes so well with anything cool tone. So the e.l.f. Bronze Bombshell, the Camo Blush, you guys, you need one dot, and even that may do both cheeks. It is so pigmented, but the color I just really, really love. It's that perfect toasty color. I have several others in that same sort of tone. So I have this Mora one. This is the I Respect You shade. It's kind of got, it's really a little bit brighter than that. It's got a little bit of like makeup from the brush of dipping back in that made it, there we go. That's more true to, there we go, the shade. And then I love these two from LA Girl. No one ever talks about these. They're so good. They're soft matte cream blushes. They are like the perfect type of matte. They're not drying. They don't dry too fast where you can't work with them. They just look really beautiful on the skin. And this is Blissful. So it's a little bit deeper and toastier, like the Bombshell from e.l.f. And then Grace is a little bit more close to like a neutral shade. Both are so good. Also, this Perfusion one is really, really nice. This is the shade Full Bloom Rose Petal. It says rose, but it comes off more of like a bronzy rose shade. Let's see, those are the cream of those shades. Then for pink, I love this Juvia's one. I do have this one on today. This is Blush Lily. And here's what it looks like. It's just a really beautiful, bright pink. Also one that you only need, like not even one dab. When I say one dab, I mean like not the whole doe foot. I mean like a tip of the doe foot. Very, very, very pigmented. I do also like this Mora one. It's brighter, definitely, but it is the Miss You shade. So those are some of the cream ones. Now for the powder ones, again, really into those same type of tones. So these two from Wet n Wild, I love so much. So this is Mellow Wine, and then this is a brand new shade that they have called Naked Brown. I have a reel on Instagram and on TikTok where I tried on 5 shades that they sent over their color icons. But this one, again, is kind of, it's kind of reminiscent of these. So they would probably pair really, really well together. So like these and these, like they're real similar in tones here. So more neutral, more toasty. Then I also have this super cheap one from LA Colors I love. And it's actually called Toast. It's just a perfect shade. It's so flattering on. It has little tiny, tiny shimmery particles in it that almost don't even show up. It just kind of leaves this semi-glow, but like matte at the same time. It's just a perfect kind of toasty blush. Really, really love that one. Also, really cheap. Same sort of thing from LA Colors is this shade. This is it's just called Pink Blush. Got it from Dollar Tree, and it's a very pale, soft pink. So this one is really nice with some of my winter looks where, say, you know, my eyes are kind of dramatic, a little bit like today, and I would just want like a real soft, like that winter kissed pink. That's what this would be good for. And then I also absolutely fell in love with the viral Volume 4 blush from Juvia's. There's a reason why this went viral. Sometimes things go viral that I'm like, girl, how much that brand pay for this? But this one really should have gone viral. And I do have this one on today as well on top of the liquid one. So what I like to do is put the deeper one up here more towards the temples and then work in closer to the little apple of the cheeks with the lighter pink, do an ombre, but they're also pretty on their own. I love this. I have the orange ones of them too that I love, but I've just been really using these two tones. Okay, I got to edit this in. I kind of skipped over and went to highlighter, so hopefully this will flow. If not, I didn't want to leave out this blush. Is from Kimchi Beauty. This is the Taylor blush, and this is the shade Peachy, although it's not really peachy, it's pinky, but it's another one of those two tones that you really can use one at a time or mix them together. It's really, really pretty as well. A little bit different in tone from the Juvia's Place one, but it's so pretty. I love the Kimchi blushes, and I had to bring this one back in there. All right, the powder that I have been loving so much is the Huda Beauty. This is the Cupcake Loose powder. And this is just so soft and fine, super finely milled, and just like melts into the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It's very blurring. I like to set under the eyes with it as well. Now, I'm not a heavy powder setter, so what I typically do is I get like a dome brush, kind of like this one, and I will just dab and like set any blemishes that I have, which I have a very large one right here. You guys, this is so much bigger than it looks, and I credit that to all the products that I have on. Like, it's concealed pretty well. If you get up close, you can see that something's there, but all the products that I've showed you that I am wearing today, I think conceal this so well. So I'll take a tiny bit of powder and just lightly set the foundation and concealer on any blemishes, and then under my eyes. Then I'll take a big kind of flat-sided powder brush and just dab the powder. I don't just douse my face in powder, so that it still looks luminous and natural, but this is just so, I love a finely milled powder. I really, really, really love this. Then for highlighters, if you guys have been watching me, you know that I talk about these all the time. I've got all of them right here. They are the Silk Naturals highlighters. So I have these, but then I also have these 5. So I own 10 of them. I own, I think, every shade, maybe except for, there might be like 2 that I don't own. But let's see if I can grab them and not. Okay. These are so good. Every color, every shade, every single one of them is so good. And I do use sometimes the blue one, the blue raspberry, the purple is jelly bean. The one I use probably the most is bubblegum, the pink. But today I actually have on Glint and Hollow Back. So Glint and Hollow Back kind of as a combo on the cheeks. And Glint is a very soft, like champagne-y pink that is also really pretty for highlighting even the nose, which I do have on today. These, I love them. They're my most used highlighters. They're really affordable. I love Silk Naturals. So good. Okay, I decided to only have one eyeshadow palette in here. Not that I don't have a love affair with so many, but the one that I rave about all the time, that I keep putting in my #1 in my rankings, it only made sense to bring this one out. And it is the Wicked Widow Beauty Resurrection Palette. I am wearing it today. Every time I use this, I love it so much. So today I have on this light lavender, this deeper purple, this shimmer on the lid, and it's so shifty. It shifts purple to like an orangey to a green, or like an orangey gold to a green. I have this combo of these 2 in the inner corner, and they're just popping. Like, it's popping so beautifully. Lower lash is also this purple. There's just so much you can do with this. Like, the only thing that you can't do is neutral, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I rave about it. So how could I not have it in my love affairs? Now for liners, the one that I use the most, I didn't bring it out, my wing liner that I always use, because I haven't been doing wings lately. I don't know who I am. Actually, I know why. If I do more thicker, dramatic lashes like this, I kind of like to not do a wing. So that's why I've been skipping. But the Relove liner, Makeup Revolution Relove Sick Flick liner is my love affair black liner. I just didn't include it because I'm not wearing it. I should have brought it. But these babies I use the majority of the time on lower lash line. I do use others. I have a ton of liners, but these are my most used, the multi-chrome liners from Mora. They're just so fun, and they look so good with so many different looks. Today I have, which one is it? It is this one, and it's hard for me to pick the shifts up of these on camera, but okay, here we go. You see how it goes like a pink kind of to a blue to a gold. So fun. I really, really love these, and they're affordable, so I use them all the time. My favorite mascara right now is the Super Fan Mascara from Smashbox. One, I adore this red packaging. It's so sleek, it's sexy, I love it. But, and here's what the wand or the bristles look like. I will say, my only thing is it does get like a little clumpy on the wand, and I just have to kind of scrape that off. I don't care, because nothing makes my lower lashes look as good. I've thought other ones made mine look good, but none have really made them stand out like this. And I'm not much of an upper lash girl because I wear falsies all the time. But even at that, it does well too. It lengthens and it thickens them or gives them volume. I love it. It's so good. Okay, so the lashes, the dramatic lashes, I love Luna Magic lashes. This is kind of a re-falling in love. I wore them, the Bella lashes from them, a lot. And then I kind of got away, started wearing a bunch of other ones. And I came back to these. So these are the Exclusive. And I don't know if that actually, the Rebelde lashes. Okay. I hope these aren't like just exclusive for like a little while. I haven't really checked, but they've got all different types of styles. All of them are really pretty. But anytime I wear these, I feel extra pretty, extra flirty. They are slightly dramatic, but I think they're dramatic without overtaking the face too much. And they're very affordable. So I've re-fallen in love with their lashes. Now for lips, I have several. This is kind of a recent find. That was such a good find from the Dollar Tree. This is by Be Pure Green Tea Infused Lip Oil. Number one, it's massive. Okay, it's huge. So much product in here. It feels great on, and it even has this like cooling sensation that I didn't know was there at first until I put it on, and like 10 minutes later, I'm like, why does it feel like I've got like a lip plumper that's not a heat one, but is more of a cooling one? And it's this. I love it. It feels great on. It's going to last forever. Is $1.25. It's nuts. Now for the lips today, let me go ahead and tell you guys what I'm wearing. That mauve lips. I love a mauve lip so much. It's my favorite lip color is a mauve lip. And this combo this is the Hard Candy liner they're the Instant Pout liner. Oh, First Move. So I really like these because it's not too skinny, where if I put it on, I don't quite hit like the edges, and then I go back over and then I get out of line. Like, it's just right to me, but you could fill in the lips with this too, because it's not too skinny. And then I do like that it has a little brush on this end to clean it up as well. And I really love this shade. And then I love the Lunar Beauty lipsticks. I do have a love affair with them. I have 5 shades. I love them all. I have Milk Tea, Icon, Holiday, and Diaz. And then this one is Mystic, and it is the mauve shade. It's so pretty. I just find a mauve lip to be romantic and beautiful, and yeah. So definitely have a love affair with mauve lips. I also love these Clarins Lip Perfectors. I have 3 shades. There's a light pink one, a red one, and then this one's kind of like a mulberry shade. It is crazy. There is no like tingling to these, no cooling. It doesn't have like a lip plumping sensation, but every time I wear these, my lips look so pouty and plump and just full. They're so pretty. I don't know what magic is in here that does that. I think there are like micro sparkle particles in here. Like, I legitimately think that there are. So love, love, love. I also really love these 2 new Fenty glosses, or new to me. They said that they were new, and then I had people tell me that they actually, even though they say they're new, they're not. They were in a holiday set. But the fuchsia one is called Fuchsia. Oh, I should know. It's so hard to read. And this is the hot chocolate one. Hot Chocolate Fantasy Fuchsia something. They're so shiny. They're so pretty. I like both of them for different reasons. I mean, if you want to stand out and have an ultra shiny pink lip, this is perfect. But then this one's a little bit more subtle, but it's just super, super pretty. One of my most used glosses are these from NYX, and I use these as toppers. And they are these kind of multi-chrome holographic lip glosses. They're from the Winx saga. It was a collection that came out. I keep thinking these are going to be gone because a collection that usually lasts for like 2 months and then they're gone. But these have been out for over a year, maybe, somewhere around there. And these are the perfect little topper glosses if I want to add an element of just like a, say I wear a burgundy lip, but I've got something green on the eye, and I just add a tiny bit of this. There'll be like a hint of a green sparkle, but it's still so wearable. This one is more of like the purpley pink. These are so good. They are still available. I highly, highly recommend them. Now, on my lips, to top on top of that lipstick is a lifter gloss. I have re-fallen in love with my lifter glosses, and I'm looking in front of me. I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 lifter gloss shades. Do I need that many? I don't know. I don't care. I love them, and no one ever, it's like it was the hyped gloss and then no one ever talks about them anymore. And they came out with some really beautiful shades after all the hype that I think people missed. Like, where is this Ruby? Yeah, Ruby is so pretty. No one talks about that. Everyone talks about like copper. Gold is a beautiful shade. But then you have these that are really wearable, like Sun. This one has little reflex of different color sparkles, but it's still clear. It just gives a really beautiful shine. You guys, don't forget about your things that you used to love just because they're not hyped up and popular anymore. You got to still reach for the things that you loved at one point. Other lip oils that I've fallen in love with are the e.l.f. ones. So I have 3 shades here. I actually just got a 4th in, but I don't have it in front of me. It was the Jam Session one. This is the Coral, what does it say? Coral Fixation. This is the Rose one, and this is the Honey Talks. These have this like kind of cooling, plumping sensation as well, not heat. They just feel so good and look so good on the lips. They did a phenomenal job with them. And I also love the O-Face lipsticks. You guys, these are so good. I have 5 shades, all pretty neutrally shades here. This is another really great drugstore matte formula that's not too drying. They just look so pretty on, and these are like more weighted and magnetic closures, which I love. But that's pretty much, I think I've got a ton of lip products in front of me. Oh, you know what? I've got to show you guys real quick. I'll always love these. I have every shade. So these are the Propa Beauty lipsticks. I have 2 other shades that couldn't fit in here. So I have every shade. These are like the neatest toned lipsticks, like the tones that are in between the tones that you always see. If you want like a kind of yellowy orange, they've got a shade like that. They'll have like a greenish toned nude in here. This Dynamite shade is gorgeous on, and I don't know what it is about these two, but my lips always look like I have a lip plumper on, or that I got my lips filled or something when I wear these. So good. You're going to see these again in an upcoming video that I have planned. It's not a secret, but I'm just not going to tell you guys what it is. So there's a couple of things in here that you might see again in the upcoming video, but this is pretty much, I mean, I've got other things that I love too. I had to cap it off somewhere. This is already pretty lengthy, but I really do love all of these products. I can highly recommend them all. You guys have to let me know what products you're currently having a love affair with, and also let me know if you do want me to do the skincare, body care, fragrance one as well. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.